You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Y&R fans, we've got to talk about Phyllis Summers' love life. Right now, she's stalking Danny Romalotti, but it's getting creepy fast, and she seems one incident away from drugging and molesting him again. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I want to tell you about one man left in Genoa City that she can get with when she needs some love and attention. There's just one, though, and guess who it is? Hey, before we dig in, please click subscribe. All right. You know, Phyllis has a few exes in town. You know, there's Nick Newman, but I would bet good money that they are going to push him closer to Sharon Newman. They're already doing it. Nick was there for Sharon's big business launch. Plus, she named her new company after Cassie, and that really moved him. She and Nick did some serious bonding during that party. Plus, Sally was talking to Sharon about her rekindling her romance with Nick. And Sharon seemed a little flustered, a little blushy, kind of not denying it, but just saying Nick was her date, but not a date. But yeah, there's a little flush and a blush going on there. Sharon definitely didn't seem opposed to it. And I think Y&R has been building up to that for a while. And then there's Phyllis's other ex, Jack Abbott. But I don't expect he'll be giving Phyllis a second look anytime soon either. Jack is smitten with Diane Jenkins. They're happily married, in love, and he has got no reason to be anywhere near Phyllis. And since he knows she has a thing for revenge against his wife, he's not going to let her get within arm's length. Phyllis has never dated Adam Newman, and it looked for a moment a while back like they might have a thing when he first came back, recast with Mark Grossman in the role when he was Spider from Vegas. But even though they kind of teased it, it never manifested, and they just kind of became partners in crime rather than partners in the bedroom or anything. And he's already back with Sally, so he's not even really single. Danny Romalotti is single, but he is clearly not interested in Phyllis Summers. He now sees her very accurately for who she is and knows what she's up to. Despite her ongoing song and dance about being a changed person, being reformed, we all know she's not. And I mean, if you're a Phyllis fan, and I certainly am, she's not going to change. You just have to appreciate the chaos that is the divine Miss Summers, you know? Almost everyone else in Genoa City is paired up. Kyle Abbott's single, but way, way, way too young for her. And he was most recently married to her daughter. I mean, other women have banged the same guy as their daughter has. Remember Nikki with Cole Howard? But still, Phyllis hasn't done that yet. But let's be clear, her daughter did. Summer banged Billy when Phyllis was with him. And of course, Billy's happily with Chelsea now. He's off the market. Let's just hope Phyllis doesn't go there. So the question becomes, who else is left for Phyllis? She was talking about how she deserves love and she deserves, you know, this and that. And you know, I think she wants it. I don't know if she deserves it, but the bottom line is there's virtually no other men unattached in town except for one. And this single man that I'm talking about is age appropriate for her and somebody who will not mind her impulsive and devious streak. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm talking about none other than Tucker McCall. His marriage to Ashley Abbott fell apart, and now they're playing this he said, she said game over that last fight in Paris. Either he's abusive and gaslighting her, or Ashley's about to have a complete and total mental breakdown again. And even if he were gaslighting Ashley, I doubt Phyllis would really care. I mean, she's done worse. Already, Phyllis and Tucker shared a lip lock, and it was kind of hot. I mean, the other day, she lied and said that they had a date. That was the night of the vow renewal for Lauren and Michael. And Tucker kind of played along about them having plans together. And then he took it one step further and grabbed up Phyllis into a big passionate kiss, which absolutely shocked her and everybody in the room. So maybe that was the first hint of what's ahead. Ashley doesn't seem inclined to take Tucker back. Their marriage seems well and truly over. They're still arguing over the corpse of their marriage, but it is dead. And Tucker thought for a while he had his fallback woman, Audra Charles. But just this week, Audra set him straight and she says, we are done, totally done. She doesn't want him in her life. She is cutting him out. Audra called him toxic and said she doesn't want any business or personal involvement with him. She said she will not be around him because he will destroy the last bits of her humanity. And she told him he's going to wind up alone. And that might be a little reality check for him that has him looking around, and maybe there's Phyllis over in the corner watching Danny and Christine looking all lonely. After that Audra Tucker conversation, she just walked away from him after she said he's going to wind up alone. Maybe Tucker will listen and go, maybe that could happen. Maybe I should start talking to Phyllis. I mean, realistically, Phyllis, I think, is just as toxic as Tucker. And, she's fast heading towards a future where she will be alone too. Because if she keeps harassing Danny, forcing him to kiss her, rubbing herself all over him like a cat in heat, Daniel's gonna stop talking to her again. Summer is gonna stop talking to her again. Danny has said no, and no means no. I know Phyllis doesn't think it means no, but when the man you raped before in the past says, stop touching me, you need to listen. That is so egregious what she is doing with him. To me, since he is already the past victim of sexual assault at her hands, I feel like what she's doing now is more assault. That's the way I see it. She's making him uncomfortable. I mean, just because the man's body is having a reaction, he's telling her no, and he's pushing away. She needs to stop it. So, if for no other reason than nobody else in town wants either Phyllis or Tucker, they might just be the perfect couple. So would you like to see Tucker and Phyllis together? Do you think anyone else in Genoa City would date Phyllis or Tucker at this point? Or is it them or nothing else? Are they each other's last hope for romance since they are both pretty much town pariahs in Genoa City? Let me know what you think. Drop your comments. Definitely click subscribe if you haven't already, and come back soon because I'm here talking Y&R 7 days a week. And as always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.